Okay, I've started the stream. It should be going to all three platforms. Please check. Okay, now I'm talking and I'm playing music in the background on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. If I did everything right! Exclamation point. Okay. Okay, so this is a transmission in which we are talking about consciousness. Right now, I'm just so grateful that there is this tremendous field of consciousness that we are in, that I am aware of, that I get to share. So restream channels. So you just turn this back on. Edit settings. Yeah, that should be it. Okay, that's on. That should be the Instagram and restream. Then we go down here to the Quantum Catalyst. This is the YouTube. Now I think I have to go to YouTube and actually have it go live. I think that's another step I actually have to do. Let's see, let's go to. Okay, now on YouTube. YouTube.com. Okay. Okay. That's a good start. Tell me how the sound quality is with the music and if there's any echo, please. Okay, I'm now talking here. I'm going to actually start this broadcast now on YouTube. Now I'm going to, oops. First I have to go into my my channel.
Hello and welcome to the first.
That's not it. There we go. Okay, now go live. There's a lot of steps to this. Okay, now I'm going live on YouTube. Waiting for it to come up here. Okay, there it goes. Okay, going now. Software. Okay, I see restream. Okay, now YouTube should be working according to what I see here. Okay, I just went live on YouTube. Okay, now there is an echo. Okay, so let's see what we could do to fix. No, please check on the Facebook and the YouTube to see if you can see me in those two platforms. Again, Facebook is Empowered Lightworkers Changing the World Through Consciousness page, and YouTube is Darren Starwynn Quantum Catalyst. Okay, now the echo's gone. Okay, so I'll just keep talking and you can check me on those other ones. And also, please, Hannah, please post comments from each of the three platforms. Like post a comment on YouTube, post a comment on Facebook, and post one on Instagram, so I can see if they show up here from the different places. Okay, so I am really excited because this field of consciousness is getting higher, and I feel like I'm more open to it, and that I get the chance to share it with more people, which is like the cat's meow. Or like the rainbow, because this is what I've always wanted to do. And I'm really aware that there's a group consciousness that we are sharing. It's not just individuals anymore. You know, in the old days, spiritual books we read and teachings, there would be this emphasis on individual people going into samadhi or into states of enlightenment. And so that's kind of like the glamour of the individual attainment of spirituality. But, you know, I really feel like that is, you know, we're really changing. We're now in the time that the Mayans called the ninth wave. And this is a time where there's less emphasis on the individual and more on the fact that as groups that we are ascending. Now, that doesn't take away the individuality at all. You know, there are times in ancient history of our human race where there was more tribal group consciousness and more like groupthink, and there was much less sense of sovereignty and individuality. And even leaders of tribes, like kings and chieftains, were a function of that tribe. You know, they were not really thinking for themselves. They were just strong ones within that group that could lead. So now, you know, we went into this journey into tremendous materialism and separation. And okay, so I see you commenting to me from YouTube, so I'm going to say that back. Thank you, Hannah, for confirming YouTube. Okay, I'm sending you a comment back about YouTube. Great. So I'm glad that that's working. Now please check me on Facebook. Okay. And so we went into this journey of separation, materialism, reductionism. That's led to a lot of the patriarchal oppression of our world and misuse of technology and so many of the pollution and so on we have now. So what I feel this ninth wave is about that we're moving into now on the earth, it's where we're in a sense moving more into a group consciousness, somewhat similar to what there was in ancient times. But the difference is we also have developed the strong ego, the strong sovereignty. I mean ego in a good way, like the part that makes you a strong individual. So it's a new experiment, how to combine or how to integrate our sovereignty and individuality with accepting that there's a group consciousness, that we're all in this together, we're all holographically interconnected. And that's the amazing, you know, we're trailblazers right now creating that. So now, like for instance, you know, the retreat that we're about to have this weekend here in Bodega Bay, California, that's what we're really doing. We're each individually doing our inner work and whatever is individual to us and getting the support we need, giving support to others. We're also opening up to this field of much greater power and light. That's the, you might say, the group field. So that's something that is really where we are. Okay, so far, Hannah, you've confirmed Instagram and YouTube. So now let's see if on Facebook, the Empowered Lightworkers. I can actually check that from here also. I think there's a way I can look and see. View on Facebook. Let's see if I click that. Okay, it looks to me like it is showing up on the Facebook page, but I'd like you to confirm that and send a comment to me from there. Okay, there it is. Okay, well, I'm seeing it live on Facebook from my platform. Okay, so I'm going to just close that window, turn night now. Okay. Okay. I'm going to put on some different music now. Let's go to the embrace. The embrace. Okay, that's what we're doing. Now we're going to the embrace music. Hi, now I see a comment from you on Facebook under Hannah Sophia Gaia. Hello, hello, and I will send you a message back on Facebook now. Okay, so how's the sound quality and the integration with the music? And tell me if there's any echoes on Facebook when you're listening to me. You could put that in the chat so I can communicate with you about that. And I'm calling other people who are around. And we're actually going to go live in an hour and a half at 12 noon Pacific time. Again, this is mainly a test we're doing now. Yeah. And so, oh, I'm so happy to hear that. You wrote the sound is great on all 3 platforms. The music sound good too. I am happy. Woohoo! Okay, this is great. So I guess that's so good that the echo's gone. I don't need an echocardiogram or anything like that. And how's about the quality of my voice? When I listened to a sample yesterday, it sounded a little bit rough and slightly distorted. Is it sounding that way, or do you think it sounds pretty clear? Okay. Yes, I am only streaming on... Okay, streaming on Empowered. Slightly garbled, yeah, so that's something, maybe there's some settings I could play with and see if Chris has any ideas about that, since he seems to know about that. But anyway, thank you so much for doing this test. I'm very happy that we got to this point. And I'm going to close the test now and then come back on at 12 noon for the actual time. So Hannah, if you can, post to some places and invite people to come and join me at 12 noon, that would be great, It'd be great to have some people show up, even 1 or 2, just to get the ball rolling of interacting with people, building this ministry. And I'm envisioning, I want to ask you to join me now, Hannah, and anyone else who's on. Just envision a big group, just a growing group of people who just are light workers, who just love to learn this avatar consciousness and are drawn and somehow find their way to these broadcasts and to the Lightworker ministry. I'm just seeing growing numbers of comments, of likes, of follows, of people being enthusiastic, and then maybe telling other people in other groups, and somehow it starts happening. So please join me in visualizing that for a moment, and how it's such a beautiful service that we're using these mediums, these social media mediums, for truly activating and elevating people's consciousness. Okay, thank you for the message with that. Okay, so I'm going to jump out now, and I'll be back at noon, and I really appreciate your help. Blessings. Stop streaming. I'm going to hit stop streaming.